Healthcare. Joining me exclusively right now, Governor Rick Scott of Florida. Joining me from, we should say, across the state, Governor. Sorry you couldn't join us here today in Miami Beach. I'm sure it's sunny where you are. But let's talk about what the president did earlier this week. Were you, A, surprised about the delay, and B, what does that mean for Floridians?
Well, first, Cheryl, I'm glad you're in Florida. And now, is the rumor true that everybody at Fox Business went to Roger Ailes and said, look, we want to move to Florida. The weather's better, no personal income tax, a great education system. Is there any truth to that?
I think the question for all of us is certainly, Governor, that people, especially in the state of Florida and across this country, want meaningful health care and they don't want to lose access to their doctors. You think that that's
Absolutely.
Still happening?
Here's what's happened, Cheryl, in our state. Last fall, 300,000 Floridians were told they're going to lose their insurance. So the president said that would not happen. That's happening. As I travel the state, people are saying, gosh, I can't get the doctor I thought I could get. I'm worried about getting my doctor. Again, the president told us that we could keep our doctors. That's not happening. I've got an employer saying, hey, we compete in a global marketplace. I can't pay for this. My customer's not willing to pay for this. So it's bad for patients. It's bad for taxpayers. People are saying, look, I don't want my taxes to go up. We're just getting out of this recession. I want lower taxes. So this bill is not working. I mean, look, as you can see, the president's delaying it. It shows it's a bad bill. But we're working what I'm doing here, get people jobs. When people get jobs, either they can afford their own health care or they can get health care through their employer.
You know, it's interesting you say that, Governor, because, Eric Cantor issued a statement after the second delay from the president, and he said that basically this is the president's selective way of breaking apart the law. It doesn't help those individuals that still have to have health insurance. We know all the problems with the exchanges. Eric Cantor said that this hurts the middle class. It hurts the economy. Are you concerned that this will hurt the Florida economy, which, as you know, has improved in the last 3 years?
Cheryl, I grew up in a family that struggled for jobs. I lived in public housing growing up. I remember my dad got his car repossessed. People want jobs. If we want more health care for Floridians, we need more jobs. Now, we've had a great turnaround in our state. Unemployment's below the national average for 9 months. Added 462,000 jobs in 3 years. Big turnaround. But Obamacare needs to be repealed. The president knows it's a bad law. That's why he's delaying it. People have lost their insurance in our state. They can't get their doctor. We need to have a significant change, and it absolutely needs to be repealed.
Well, I mean, are you hopeful about the future of Florida Health Choices? I realize this is Senator Marco Rubio's brainchild and his baby, but certainly it is rolling out this month at some point. Are you maybe in the future would Florida Health Choices be more of an option for people in your state?
Well, we didn't do the federal, we didn't do a state exchange. We let the federal government do their exchange. There is a private exchange where private companies can go on and get on the exchange. We'll see what happens. The best way to get people health care, help them get a job. That's why I work every day to move companies from all over the country to Florida. Like I'd love Fox Business to be down here. Companies like Hertz that moved down from New Jersey, 700 jobs, average income $100,000.
Let's talk about that, because major corporations have moved their businesses to Florida. And Governor, you may not know this, a year ago, Fox Business was here talking about the investment community coming down to Florida. That migration continues. You've got 500 new residents a day here. You, though, yourself have courted companies like Amazon, like Hertz, Boeing, Time Warner making news today, even Verizon. But are you concerned that that flow of business into the state will slow down if the economy doesn't continue to rebound in Florida?
Florida is going to continue to do well because we have lower taxes, we have less regulation, we've got the expansion of the Panama Canal, we're the gateway to Latin America. But the country is going to hurt unless we get less taxes out of the federal government, less regulation out of the federal government. It's all those things the federal government's doing, they're hurting jobs. We're going to continue to prosper because no income tax, a right to work state, the gateway to Latin America. Look at our weather. People want to be in our state. Look at our high schools. Our fourth graders are #2 in the world in reading. We have the highest student achievement gains of any large state in the country. Highest graduation rates for Hispanic students out of high school. We've got great state colleges, great universities. That's why we're going to continue to win. But the federal government's got to change. We need lower taxes out of the federal government, less regulation, less Obamacare. We need to have a changed federal government. But Florida, we're doing great. People are moving here. They love our weather. They love our beaches. They love keeping. We want you to keep your money. No income tax.
Yeah. I think a lot of people like the 24 tax cuts that you've implemented since you took office here in the state of Florida. Governor Rick Scott speaking exclusively to us today here on Fox Business from Orlando. We certainly appreciate your time, and we're going to be exploring the issue all day today on Fox Business and Fox News. Governor, thank you very much.
Have a great day in Florida, Cheryl.